not what I was targeting, but it'll work. Came down here, did a little bit of scouting on a piece of this property. It's a brand new property I've had about a year, probably the first year. I'm still in the first year that we have it, and I'm doing some scouting and putting up some new spots for archery, hogs, a couple places for gun hogs, shooting down some new roads. But I slide in here and I'm trying to mainly get coyotes on this property. And it's tough because it's pines. A lot of roads, a lot of pines. And I'm having them come in, they're coming behind me, but I came down today, set up, and I was actually got in a tire stand because the last time I set up there, 2 coyotes come right in behind me and they busted me. So I'm mixing things up. I'm up in here with my collars, had them all around me. Just couldn't get him out in the open, man. That's the hard part on this property. But the landowner texted me as I'm up in a stand and gave me a pin on one of his apps. I signed up for the app real quick, put the pin on, followed it back here, and as I'm coming back to the road and I could see the food plots. There's a food plot here, and then behind me you'll see there's a row of pines. There's another food plot on the other side with a feeder back there. And as I'm coming up, I had my wind indicator, and I put out some, just put out a little bit of powder, and you can see it's going to the right. I'm coming right up here, and the wind was blowing right at these hogs. But it's the only chance I had. So what I did is I kept going at them, and I seen three off to the right, and where the feeder was. But the wind isn't going fast, but it's going slow right to them. It's drifting to them. Put my collars down and not make any noise, and I just decided to make a break for it. I slid up here and they moved away from the feeder, so I don't know if they winded me, but I could still see bits and pieces of them. And this one here stepped out right on the edge of this food plot here, and I could see right up the lane, right out in the open. I wasn't going to wait to try and get any more, get greedy. Just take the one, drop it for the landowner. He's going to come pick it up. One here, I think it's harvest number 5, I think, this year for me in January. So gonna go back. I'm gonna try and get a coyote on the way home, but dropping pigs now. A lot of pigs on this property. We're gonna be back. Thanks for liking, watching, subscribing. Stay tuned for a lot more coming in 2024.
With a piece in my hand and bloodshot eyes, I walked to the water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. But it makes right, so he said, when he held all the keys over our head. I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me. Take me